There was a time when doing nothing wasn't a problem to solve. It was just time passing. No urgency, no itch, no sense that something was missing. Now, notice what happens when nothing is happening. The body tightens, the mind searches. The room feels unfinished. Not because you need something, but because stillness no longer feels complete on its own. You're in a waiting room. The magazine is outdated. You notice that, but you don't pick it up. A coffee machine hums. Someone coughs behind you. Nothing is happening. Once, this kind of moment had weight. Late afternoons that stretched. Dust floating in light. Time moving slowly without asking for permission. You weren't unhappy. You weren't entertained. You were just unoccupied. And that was allowed. I'm Noah, and I've spent years trying to understand why we do the things we do. But even with all that thinking, I notice how rare this feels now. 3 empty minutes make me restless. Not because I'm late, but because nothing is asking for me. I've started treating silence like a technical issue, a pause that needs resolving. I didn't choose this. I was trained for it. We all were. We think boredom is a lack, a failure of stimulation. But boredom was never empty. It was a condition, a mental weather pattern. When the mind wasn't fed from the outside, it learned to generate from within. That space mattered, not because it felt good, but because it was the soil. Daydreaming grew there. Reflection grew there. The uninvited thoughts you didn't plan, but desperately needed, found their way to you. There. The shift didn't come from entertainment. The shift came with interruption, with the idea that no moment should ever remain unclaimed. We didn't eliminate boredom. We rebranded it as a defect. And once something is a defect, the system feels obligated to fix it. Every pause became a vacancy. Every ending auto-loaded a beginning. In the logic of the system, an idle mind is wasted surface. We didn't replace boredom with pleasure. What replaced it was relief. Micro-entertainment doesn't satisfy. It anesthetizes. It keeps us from sitting inside moments that aren't trying to impress us. When boredom disappears, stillness disappears with it. You're not resting. You're just distracted, continuously. We talk about saving time, but time can't be saved. It can only be inhabited. When every moment is filled, moments blur. The year collapses into a single bright smear. Boredom wasn't useless. It was just inconvenient. It didn't produce. It didn't convert. It didn't scroll. It simply allowed you to be somewhere without needing to go anywhere else. Presence was never loud. It didn't demand. It didn't notify. It waited. Boredom was the signal that nothing was pulling you away, that you were fully here. We didn't lose boredom. We lost the patience to stay in the room after it arrived. A room where thoughts are allowed to move at their own speed. If you felt that room, even briefly, you already know where it is.